Right, so I'm doing a quick video today because we just had a brand new update for the DJI Osmo Nano. So I'm going to just activate the Mimo app here, show you how to update it, go over the release notes, and just talk lightly about the updates we've got there. Here we go. And now I've just opened the Mimo app up, and just on the white bar there, I'm prompted to download the latest firmware version there, which is V01.01.1654. And now I'll just tap the prompt at the top. As you can see, straight away it starts to download there. Right, now just before I click install there, let's just have a look at the release notes to see what's new on the Nano. Right, so first of all, we've got added support for playback when the camera is used separately from the Vision dock. So this is before the update, and as you can see, I've connected the Nano to the Vision dock, and you can see in the bottom left there, we've got playback, so we can hit playback whilst it's connected like I've just said. But then when we disconnect it from the Vision dock, you'll see that the playback button's now disappeared and we can't play back. Now with the new update, we can separate the Nano from the dock just like I've done now, and we're going to hit that playback. Right, so now this is after the update. As you can see, we've still got that playback button, and when the Vision dock's connected to the Nano, we can hit playback and view there. But before the update, as soon as I detached it, that playback icon disappeared. So let's just check that now, being as though it's updated to the latest one. As you can see, as soon as you disconnect it, we've now got playback. So when it's separated from the dock, we can play back the footage there. And then they've also added support for live view on the Vision dock when the camera is linked to the DJI mic transmitter and used separately from the Vision dock, allowing you to preview the framing before recording. Again, that's a much needed update, as that caught me out a few times before this latest update. Now they've also added the natural wide field of view, so what this is going to do, it's going to eliminate those warped barrel edges there on your footage and your frame, just right at the edges. It's not going to be 100% perfect, but it's going to be a lot better than if you were just like to stay in standard wide there, which really gives that barrel effect on the edges. So now we've got that different field of view. So that's going to be pretty good to use there in the field of view modes. We've now got natural wide. So like I said, that's not going to distort the edges as much as if it was in wide. So now that's great because when it's in natural wide, we're going to get a focal length equivalent there of 13mm. So now we've got a really wide field of view and the edges aren't going to be as warped as if it was in, let's just say, wide there. And then they've also added horizon correction. Now this is going to be a great one because it's going to be pretty similar to horizon balancing there. Because the horizon balancing on the Nano, you can't exceed 30 degrees, and when you exceed 30 degrees, the screen will start to rotate. So now we've got the new horizon correction. And now what this is going to do, like I said earlier, you'll be able to now have 15 degrees and the screen's going to stay level. And then as soon as you exceed that 15 degrees, as you can see, the screen's going to start to rotate. So that's great now because you'll be able to move just under 15 degrees. If you are on a selfie stick with that, or it's on a chest harness and it slips, you're now going to get a horizontal horizon, just like as if you was with the horizon steady and horizon balancing. So again, that's a nice feature that they've added on there. And they've also added an album password lock for enhanced privacy protection. So after setting this, a password is required for the first playback after powering on. And they've also added basic style for always on display. And they've also optimised camera power consumption and battery life. And then the good old one at the end there, we've fixed some minor bugs. So now it's time to install the firmware via the Mimo app. So I'll just click the blue tab down the bottom, install, and let it do its thing. And what I will say, I've updated many devices from DJI via the Mimo app, and I do find it quite an easy, swift process. And now you can see on the Mimo app that we've done, and that literally took, I'd say, no more than 2 minutes. So that was really swift. It's always good practice to just check the camera there, and just check the live preview screens working, that there's no lag there. As you can see, that's in real time on both screens. And then I highly recommend you go through your settings on your Nano, because it's possible that they've all gone back to default, so you may have to key them back in again. This sometimes happens and sometimes doesn't. So that was just a short video today, updating the Nano there through the Mimo app. And some of them new updates, quite worth it to be fair. I mean, that new field of view is going to be great at 13mm, especially while there's not much barreled edges there. That'll be a real wide field of view now, and we ain't got much distortion on the edges. And then we've got that horizon correction there. And I'm a fan of things like this because sometimes they can slip if you're not really taking care or watching the camera there as you're vlogging. So that 15 degrees is going to come in handy also. So what I was hoping to see was a new improved super night mode, because they've already addressed that in the second update, but it doesn't work. I've done a split screen side by side to prove that when you film in normal filming mode on Nano, it's considerably brighter than when you switch it over to super night mode, which is a real strange one there. So I was hoping to see that they'd updated that, but they've just left it as it is, so maybe in another firmware update they might address it properly this time. So as always, do stay tuned to the channel, as there's going to be plenty more videos on the horizon, especially when any updates come out like you've just seen today with the Nano, across all the DJI range there and the Insta360 products. But for now, thanks for watching, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and bye for now.